was a rock. Girl, you left my stomach in a knot. Took my lighter and you burned the bridge. Thought you was a writer. No, you just an idol. You got me feeling like Big Sean in this. 5, 4, 3, 2. I deserve a minute. Wait a minute. Gotta get up and over. Regain my composure. No longer my lover. Finally finished and you did it. Girl, you really showed me. Think with your heart, don't think with your body. Clever. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not Justin Timberlake. Write me a river. Lately, I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. You tried to convince me it was all in my head, and I felt like it's not you, it's me instead. I wanted to rock with you, roll with you. Said you was my baby girl, then you left me too. Everything was kosher, perfect like a poster. Then I got word that you wanna leave a picture. Off with somebody else, off with the jerk. With the shame on me, I really thought that it could work. Off with somebody else, off with the loser. Shame on me, I really thought we had a. Lately I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead.
Extra music, boy.
Check, 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 check. Yes, and I am here, Alonisi as usual. You know, I'm like a deportee. Somebody time I get deported and come back. You know, when I file again, I just return, check it out, and I come back with a fresh look, come back fresh for the camera, etc. Just wanna say manners and respect to each and everybody, and thanks for the guys and for filling in for me from time to time, especially. And this is the topics. Me alongside Alan Powell. Just want to say special good evening to each and everybody, and we are here to talk, have a conversation. So if you're just rolling like Jetty Taylor reach first, you know what I mean? Share the show, share the show, share the show, and we're rolling. Alan Powell, how are you?
I am well. I'm wonderful. I'm exfoliated. Yeah, check it out. A wonderful 2 weeks. Had my first 4th of July. Went over by Reese as usual. Then put in a couple. And we went live with a little fireworks too. You check, cause um, it, one thing I like about independence in America, to everybody could buy their own fireworks, it's more involved, rather than you just
Yeah.
go down in the go down in the park and there's the shooting and then that's the end of the independence. But it's more of a kind of involved thing. So it was interesting to take in a um, different country independence in America. Turn on my phone in case so I don't have any more beeps. Um, See all kind of animals. See an alligator. See an ibis. But see all kind of things. See
Hmm.
all kind of fruit. See all kind of fruits too. See something named a mango fruit. I don't know what that is. I didn't taste it either. But yeah, vibes, huh? Um, Jason, I got a couple things will get off my chest before we reach into the topics and then really. I got to get them off before I forget them.
For
These
sure.
are things that, yeah. So, I mean, you might ain't got nothing for some of them, but some of them you might got something for. If you got something, you could jump in at any moment in time. One of them is a small little trivial one. Um, St. Kitts and Nevis for the first time qualified for the Gold Cup, and we will commend them for reaching that far. This is the first time we reach on that international stage. Tune in to Fox Sports to watch our team. You understand? Well, really and truly, we tune in for the support stuff. Nobody can name has been on the team, but we tune in to watch the medical doctor and the manager and the equipment manager, you know, and we minus 14. None of that is anything. Okay, the one thing that is a problem. But no, me not gonna bring back the alligator. We tell me I need to eat one though, so I might eat one. But I'm not gonna bring back none. But the one thing about the St. Kitts and Nevis football team, right, Jason, and I feel
Mm-hmm.
like you need to get some of this, is the name Sugar Boys. They refer to the team as the Sugar Boys. Now, a long time ago when I was in Jamaica, I was having a conversation underneath a culvert. And them Jamaica man like football, so the man asked me like, what going on with you? We are the reggae boys. Who are you be? So me tell them man boy, the man call the team the Sugar Boys. And before, listen, even before me tell them, me had to tell them, me had to brace it because me don't know like this government and opposition, and me tell them, man, listen, now me name the team, ain't to say I fight or nothing, but I asked me a question. So I got to tell you, the team name the Sugar Boys. I don't feel like I need to be calling the Singers and Nevis the grown men the Sugar Boys in a 2023. You check? How them
You
Jamaica
got a
man
name in
put it?
mind?
I got a name, but before that, how them Jamaica man put it to me is you ain't supposed to be describing man with nothing concerning taste. So in a matter if it was the sour boys, the bitter boys, no kind of taste could be involved. So sugar definitely have been on that. Now you might tell me that sugar boys was from the days when we also had sugar cane and them thing there. But since we not really do sugar cane right now, maybe we need to be the CBI boys. You understand? The citizenship by investment boys. You check it out. That might be a better name. But we need to get something more reflective. And sugar bars. So it's just a small thing. It's just a small thing, but alright, sugar bars, you got to go.
The Messiahs.
Yeah, I'm not with the sugar boys. We will get the with that.
The name it after Byron Messiah. The
Yeah,
Messiahs.
yeah, name it the Messiahs. I could even work with that. You check it out, and we're gonna say it's godly and all that kind of thing. There. Yeah, go work with that kind of thing. But no, no, no. Sugar boys got to go. Um, Next thing, Culturama. We have another event to get to, but and Abo made sure to make it clear that the Mango Fest ain't had nothing to do with Culturama. Abo take himself out of all of that the one time. But with
Abo
regards to
no.
culture,
Abo no the heads of heads Lego put people under the bus no so.
so um, Culturama now they had the Action Corner, which they do on Saturday evenings. I think they would have
Mm-hmm.
credited Swain. Swain is the man for the road things, and this is one of his projects he put forth. Not a bad project. I'm not against that. And for whoever have to go back and tell Daddy Swain whatever, just know at no point in time is anything I'm saying Daddy Swain need to go or nothing like that. So Daddy Swain is destined for big things. You understand? I know
Mm-hmm.
where Daddy Swain is going in the future. So he going big places. So this ain't that. However, Just like when we would have spoke about the Mango Fest and the launch and some of the problems that Mr. Jones would have to improve upon. And we see that during the Mango Fest itself, there was some execution problems which need to be improved upon. Nobody saying you have to get fired or nothing. Is it first event? How you gonna put all them pressure there for somebody first event? That's not fair. He could go and he could get better. And there were positive
But
things.
but
So
what may I
and
say?
no, go ahead.
But what may I say? Yeah, you say it is first event, right? But when everything starts to backfire, you're supposed to able to handle it backfire, not just disappear from all platforms.
We're gonna get into that.
So
But hold on. You don't wanna bother. We're gonna get right into the Mango Fest is a whole thing by itself, a whole category by itself. Right now, this is the get off the chest segment. So they had the action corner, and I also think he had Soca Monarch the same night. Video for the Soca
mm,
Monarch was going good, everything was going clear. As when New Wave going to play now, all of a sudden the life cut off. And you know Alan Gong got a problem. Yeah, Alan got a problem. And many problems indeed. So, I mean, I would have watched other action canals as much as I would get one for when people hear the thing and say, I'm not paying attention. Yeah, I watch one with Ko. And I saw Ko get to play. It's important to have the exposure for the bands. Yeah, because it's not Sugar City. Then if the rational, then it not sink its team. So Team SK sounds appropriate. Rastaman with me. Sugar Boys gotta go. We gotta be up to date. What we doing right now. I ain't gotta accept CBI boys, you know. But tourism boys, cruise ship boys, I have to, tell me. You find something.
the
Find
killers.
something. Yeah. Gunman she want in a hole, boys. Whoever. Find something that is not sugar boys. No. Who me ever intimidate with sugar boys? What me ever do? Kill you with sweetness? What me secret power be diabetes? That what me ever do? No.
They're gonna say
Let me get off.
they're gonna say
Let me
stop.
get off.
They're gonna say stop. They're gonna say stop bashing him because remember he got a band named Sugar Band.
That's a different thing. And you see that they come from the sugar time. That whole different thing. That whole different thing. But boy, anyway, me done with that. Um, the live cut off from New Wave
Yeah.
all of a sudden. Um, that is where it wasn't even aware that the live cut off, and you in charge of the events. And here's the thing: what people need to appreciate, even though he's in charge of the event, I'm not expecting him to do everything himself necessarily. But he got a man in charge of their life. They got to be aware of all of these things. And you got to give people something rather than just this, just a little cut off. Because what is the exposure? Being on a poster? I mean,
True.
I'll be done give the band and them enough word who putting out the music list. At least when they're performing, give them the opportunity to be on the stage so that then I could give them a different set of word. I could say,
So
well,
Alan,
they're not or something. Got it.
the band release a song.
Yeah. And they perform the song too. And all of that you don't get to see.
Okay.
You understand?
How many
And
how many songs they release?
I'm told that there will be six.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm told there will be six. And that is
Okay.
what
Big up
I
the
am.
band, new wave.
Yeah. Um, and also this going in and next thing too, with regards to Wazim and 5 and 1, right? New Wave has been hired to play at the 5 and 1, which I think is what, this weekend, something like that. Up
Mm-hmm.
and coming. Yeah, this is the third time they are going to be playing at the event. They will once again be opening the event. They will be playing at 10 o'clock. Let me ask you a question. Because I was speaking to Dahlia and she was like, "What's wrong with playing at 10 o'clock?" She was unfamiliar with the habits of Nivision Limos. Would 10 o'clock be a favorable time to perform for you, Jason? As a
Um,
band, as a band, especially.
one, one. If you're giving somebody exposure, you know what I mean. You
Yes.
gotta give them a certain time.
Okay.
Two, there's a difference when you give somebody a blind and you give somebody exposure. When you give
Good.
somebody a blind, that means you're helping them out. You know what I mean?
Good.
But this look like it's more of a help out rather than an exposure kind of thing. Just so keeping
I,
them out of people's mouth sake.
I'm glad you mentioned that because there's also another thing where if you go back and you watch the 5 in 1, there is no evidence that New Wave performer. Because
Exactly.
you know when the video starts, when New Wave done perform. You see what me I say?
Because I could remember a specific where I was playing at too. And I think it was Garlic. Garlic, they were
Yeah.
playing for 10 o'clock. And Garlic cussed us.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, what happened, garlic, we garlic them playing for 10 o'clock. That's when you're giving them a blind. You're not giving them exposure. That's a difference because garlic is already out there. Garlic shouldn't even be on the line up there knowing what is supposed to be taking place because people don't come there who just whine and grind. People come there who sprawl off.
Mm-hmm.
But in the aspect of new wave band, you know what I mean? These are young people hungry for the crowd to get, you know what I mean? To get to expose the talent. So they're glad they get on the wet fed, but in their mind, by the man probably play 10 o'clock by. But how much people you not gonna come 10 o'clock?
But it's not just that, Jason. At least if you're gonna let me play, at least put out the video. If you're gonna hire the media, why I can't get the coverage?
Listen, it's a simple, right? To give a man an exposure. Because like for instance, if new wave band for the lineup, you know what I mean? You put on a band where you know for sure gonna get the traction after you give them at least a half an hour in between that. In between that.
Indeed. And see what happens.
And just a half an hour, 45 minutes the most tops. I'm just saying. Because guess what? Even if he got a dull moment there, you understand me? He gonna always got the next act to come and make up for it.
Yeah, and sometimes you need a timeout.
Because even if the band start doing shit, you could take advantage as that from that as your intermission.
So, make
You
sure.
get what I'm saying, Alan?
Yeah. Sorry, I apologize. I was looking
No,
to make sure
I'm thinking.
I have the topics what we really supposed to deal with. Got another one which I can bring up. Good vibes. I feel like we passed the anniversary of Trevi's death. I think we passed 1 year, and I saw that his brother Utri donated. I think the entire family really, because I see everybody there, donated some stuff to the hospital. So I just want to give a big up for that. And like what we were saying, People only dead when you forget them. And see youth now in the same frame of Chevy, something rub off. You check it out. So me glad to see my cousin not do a thing. So well done,
Great.
cuz. It's a good look.
I hope our workers they donate to the wing, the hospital wing. I said what I said. Yeah, you can. Yeah, respect to the contribution, but I hope our workers they donate so I could get that wing there up and running.
No, no, no. I think some kind of technological stuff he put in there. Um, I really want to reach on the Mango Fest yet, because the Mango Fest is a lot of different things in one. Also big up to Eric Evelyn. I don't know if he's still my president for the Empire Cricket Club, but he would have still been here in his capacity as Minister of Sport. Empire win St. Martin. Me don't know if them win or lose, but I could tell you they had a good time. So yeah, big them up for that. Strangers. Um, but Jason, I noticed you had bring up that the audited accounts was mentioned in Parliament. You know, I didn't even realize. I didn't even realize. Let me see if I can find anything else or so. Let's see if I can find it. Yes. Um. So the audited accounts were produced and presented. I have not yet heard the statement of the premier. But the accounts were presented July the 5th, the 4th, the 6th. I do not know what is in the numbers, but the only thing is, it made me look for something today. Because I think you was asking me one time, who is responsible for like checking on the money?
Hmm.
Hold, hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah,
Yes,
I think.
guys, don't forget.
Yeah, guy.
Yes, guys, don't forget share the show. Tag a politician if they're willing to listen. You know what I mean? Even if you and them don't get along and they choose different sides, you know what I mean? Tag them. This is clarity and good information here.
Um, okay. You was asking Miss who is responsible. I think the question was like with regards to how we know that the money that is budgeted is being spent how it's supposed to be spent and then kind of thing. Who in
Hmm.
charge of that? I think you been asking me something like that. And because when the premier speak, he always speak from authority. He lead me to the well, yeah, he lead me to this today. So the director of the director of audit, right, is responsible for that. Um, each report, and the report is what was given to the premier. Each report shall call attention to anything that he or she considers significant and of a nature that should be brought to the attention of the National Assembly, or in this case, the NIA, including cases in which he or she has observed the following. So, and I want to pay attention to what I'm going to say right now. He said, accounts and essential records have not been properly maintained, or public monies have not been fully accounted for or paid where so required by law into the consolidated fund. So them responsible for that.
Mm-hmm.
And that is important. I like how we had the thing called the hack. So I like when you had the hack and it was trouble to find receipts and them kind of thing that those are the kind of things who the director of audit would end up. Cause you see, he said accounts and essential records have not been properly maintained. So I would hope that in the report that was read, if it had anything, because maybe that now come up, yeah. But I'm just saying, and that's how come I'm saying before. I haven't heard it yet. Otherwise, I might have
So,
been. Go ahead.
so not being maintained is consistent is being consistent at least because at least we know the maintenance ain't maintaining and it's been consistently happening since when December of
Well,
2022.
we kind of based upon what happened, it kind of come to light at that moment in time. Well, yeah, for me at least, as clear as day, as I could have said at that moment in time.
Okay.
The next one is the rules and procedures applied have been insufficient to safeguard public monies or property or to effectively check the assessment, collection, and proper allocation of revenue, or to ensure that the expenditure was only made as so appropriated and conforms to the governing authority. So that one they basically talking about you gotta go the policies where you got in place gotta make sure that the public money is safeguarded. Not excessive and you ain't risking public property or money. That the money is able to be there is a trail so that they could see where you collect, um, where you spend, what you spent it on. Yeah, basic. And
It's sound good.
yeah. And the last one is money has been spent without regard for the value for money. And then he said one, resources have been acquired or utilized without sufficient regard for economy and efficiency, or satisfactory procedures have not been established to measure the report on the effectiveness of government activities. So, me just that was kind of to answer your question. Right? So there is this
So
director.
he basically had a couple of years of bad money management.
No, 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 no. Cause maybe you don't hear what me say. No. Me not telling you that this is in the report. No. I
I
am
know.
telling what me I tell you is we watching and we seeing what going on. Me tell you what the director of audit is responsible for.
Hmm.
When we watch, even what me just said there, in making sure money is spent appropriately, me not even hear you mention the hospital. Because remember the hospital had a particular budget. So when you start to go over the budget, as me say, me not hear the report yet. I want to hear what was said. I want
Okay.
to see
So
if the
basically,
full report was said so that I got a full picture, or if the report is just a glowing report and there is
so I
nothing
basically
that
jumped the gun.
worry.
I basically jumped the gun.
That's what I'm saying. Because did you listen to the statement in Parliament? Because me not listen. No.
I listened some of it based
Oh,
on, and you said some of it. You said basically what was said, but what I'm saying
oh yeah.
is, you know what I mean? They put in things in place, right? It sound good, but what
Mm-hmm.
done happen? What already done happen? You check it out. People come in the parliament and call out wrong numbers. from since 2012. So it's been years of bad money management, basically. And ain't nothing with no paper, Money was spent,
Yeah. Well, with regards to the hospital and Monmouth, that's facts. I feel like that's clear. You can't dispute that at this particular moment.
Yeah, the money was spent. So somebody get you under the bus.
VOJN win the first. Yeah, I think this is the first time since they changed the name to the Renarco Mountain Tournament, which is the primary school tournament. Um, yeah, VOJN beat Charleston, so big up to VOJN. Um, I would encourage the authorities, the sports authorities, Mr. Troy Library. Once again, this is not Nolly Code. Big up on the tournament. I feel like it should be 20 overs. 2020 is what people are playing. Let the young man and them get to do the 2020. It should be even a little longer, but 2020, I feel like it would be good right there. And even in my time, at 20 overs, I'll be used to play. I think maybe even 25. But get them out there for the 20 overs. And VOJN end up winning the competition. I think there was a primary school competition in Sinkits, and I think they end up winning that. They beat JLPS in the finals again of that. So yeah, Nevis had a good cricketing week.
Nice.
Yeah,
Congrats to the kids,
yeah. And
Keep
and
it
I
up.
want them. And my only criticism mine is I would like them to play a little longer. Also big up to Eddie the Monk. His football camp has started. I see National Bank once again. Man, National Bank will sponsor everything. National Bank is their sponsoring. I see people from the Ministry of Finance. So big up Eddie too. Um, Jason, have you ever heard of the opportunities to advance and support youth for success? Have you ever heard of that project?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna give you the highlights, okay?
Hmm.
So this project seeks to transform justice and youth landscape, okay? It aims to shift the focus from punitive measures to creating opportunities for diversion, rehabilitation, and successful reintegration into society. Sound good, right?
So this
Uh,
is this is this is I think that is something I came back with this guy made a speech. This short dark guy. Is that a part of it too?
I I am only seeing I don't know. I know many short dark guys.
He's from St. Kitts originally. End up
Well,
moving.
the short dark guy I'm looking at right now is the prime minister. I don't know if it's that short dark guy you mean, and people might feel like he's a short brown guy, but that's the one I'm looking at right here.
Anyways, anyways, I think I saw a guy made a speech saying that he went to prison and what I mean, well, look, he came out of that and changed his life around, went to college and went to do this and that, and what I mean. So he's fully rehabilitated or whatever.
Man, he sound good. He sound like he went on Oprah too. Um, so this organization, as I said, their thing is forget about the punitive part, which is punishment. We want to rehabilitate you because we want to put you back out in a society. And Dr. Ju's statement on this is programs like this are exactly the type of programs that we need so that we have young people who get in trouble with the law and we could step in early and get them on the straight and narrow and reintegrate them into society. to become uplifting citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis. And I just feel like that's a lot of bullshit. In my estimation, I can't believe the levels of bullshit Dr. Drew is heaping upon the people. Dr. Drew faced with a gun crime problem recently just increased the penalty from 15 to 25 years because he feel like that is gonna send a message. That is what we need, more punishment. But then come now, he got to stand up at the whatever SAS meeting, and what is the bullshit I have to say to that? I got to say we don't need punishment. Okay, we don't need punishment. Rehabilitation is what we need. Dr. Joe, and Dr. Joe, let me tell you something. I was number one, and like anyway, we're gonna get into the other stories, but I told you all very early, and Curtis Cook said, Alan, give them a chance. I tell you, me only say, oh, let me realize that a lot of pictures. And then I start to tell her, this you look very one termish. This afternoon when I'm going through my phone, I see a video say, nobody has to be prime minister. Dr. Joe, if you don't want to be the prime minister, get out. And everything we may hear from people is, it's tough. And even having said all of that, I'm still here telling y'all, there's only 1 year. Me doesn't do nobody nothing after one.
At least he get a do.
Yeah. I don't feel one is not no do work or damage. You go come back. I've seen people come back from worse. But I will just point out, he under pressure. I remember who you had me with up. I got a child from the lady who used to work by car gas station, that the one that has a speech impediment. But I think he relapsed. I'm sure I saw him back in SK on the streets, back in the game. But that was in 18, 19. Yes, I don't know. Maybe he's once again a statistics of the street. But I mean, I'm not gonna really dwell on it. But I just feel like Dr. Joe, you, I didn't feel good about that one in particular. You're just in your first opportunity, and I came on here and I said, no, pun. I know that can't stop nothing. We don't, you know how I know you're gonna fail? Because we don't see Dougie fail with it. That one of the things what Dougie fail with. So how you gonna come now and say, well, okay, all right, no. If I take away a quarter century of your life, that gonna stop people from shooting. No. People gonna shoot a little more careful. I don't know what to say.
Ah.
Yeah, so that one they didn't kind of rub me the wrong way.
Well, Alan. When you say something and you don't really mean it, it just pass through as I say. So everything was basically said occasionally. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is what you're gonna say for this occasion, and this is what you're gonna say for this occasion. You know what I mean? It's like, for instance, if you're expecting a tsunami, just tell the people them go for higher ground. No, the water there. Tell the people and learn to swim now. Go and learn to swim.
Um, this next story, I have to take my time and read this one. Because this is one of them. Like we in the phase now. We in this segment here, what we're in right now is the I've been telling you segment. I've been telling you. Jason, you could recall a couple of months back I told you that I heard that there's a problem in the police station. and that the
Yes.
police station is gonna have to move. There might be mold. There may be some mold somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I say we gonna wait and see. Allegedly, I don't know. Funny me here. See, to themselves, I see this story. The Public Works Department Building Division on Nevis is currently in the process of refitting a building intended for the relocation of the Charlestown Police Station.
Weber building.
Mini- Minister responsible for public works in Nevis, Honorable Spencer Brand, confirmed the pending move for officers at the station house during the July 6th sitting of the NIA. The latest project they have been engaged in is to outfit a building in Charlestown that will soon see the relocation of the Charlestown police station. For some time, the good lawmen and lawwomen on the island of Nevis have been expressing some concern about the facility there at the Charlestown police station. Yo, in a easy when you want to in a certain part of your building, yeah? In a easy,
Remember
uh,
anything
no,
building
go ahead.
anything building that time of era was used by the beach stand.
But the thing what me I wonder now, right? He this is what he's saying, for some time the good men and women have been expressing concern for some time. Let me ask you a question. Normally, if you in your say you're working in a regular business place and you have concerns about your surroundings, wouldn't you go to labor? If you're working for the government and you got concerns about your building, you will go to labor? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What is your recourse? What
Hey,
labor gonna do?
the police them have a commissioner, you know.
Yeah,
The commissioner is the closest thing to the higher powers, you know.
yeah, but Nevis only got a deputy,
Yeah, so the
You
deputy, so
you
the
you you know
deputy,
you know realize when Bob Marley been a kill people, only the sheriff he kill him, not the deputy. He sing about the deputy get us, huh? But he not shot the deputy. Nobody fear the deputy. Imagine he shot the
so
sheriff and still got time to talk to the deputy and say, boy, you self defense. Deputy not no people, not no bad people. They know how to build for some, but others must get wet down. They too bad mining. Me tell you complain about where I work and nobody I do nothing. You see what me I say? If you are working for the government, what is your recourse? Who you going to? How labor will deal with that? Me not got to deal with it. Huh? It's just an interesting thing what come to me mind now. And I want to remind y'all. I would have said that about the police station. That is not
then
the only. That is not the only building that there is some concerns with. And when I went to the hospital, oh my God! And before me talk about the hospital and the building, remind me we talking about the state of the hospital building, but I'll get something else off of me just now. You remember? I tell you, I went hospital. I had a wonderful time.
mm-hmm.
The staff treat me wonderfully. Me not had nothing bad to say about the hospital. Even though I got a video, I do have a video. But anyway, me not had nothing bad to say. Me only highlight the positive. Had a good time. Jason, do you know? All when me up here, me get message. Um, me ain't stay in the hospital now. Cause me don't let them man know. Yo, me ain't gonna be staying up here. I come to let this man cut. Me ain't concerned about y'all drugs and whatever y'all feel like is gonna happen. When he done do what he gonna do, I'm going home, wherever. Them man still let me to know. As long as you pass through, that count as you use the bed. You understand? So we charge you. So me I tell them, man, you know maybe I should have done then? I should have let me know. Let me cool out then. Since that you tell me. Because even the people them in the hospital they tell me about Lord man. Me no use nothing. Me no work with nothing. Them man, you don't know when you're going on there, you got to be kind of half naked already.
You,
So me
your
work with
name done.
me work with me little loose clothes. Them man don't tell me well change off. You get eat me little more naked. Them man do what they got to do, and I was out of there. Them
Alan,
man, them man, and here what happened to what frustrate me, you know. Before them man do anything, me say, before I do anything, tell me how much I want charge, so that me go pay. I want to pay all your money today, and I make no joke with that. Just tell me wherever the grand total be, I'm gonna pay all today. When me up here, me still get thing. Bye, Alan. You know, there was a little outstanding this year. And this is the second time them man call me about outstanding, you know. Cause I be had to rectify one outstanding, but them man walk out, them man like them walk out, try to get over that one outstanding there. They find another outstanding. Are you really
and that's
outstanding?
outstanding.
Yeah. But back
Alan,
to the go ahead.
you said them in a charge. You said them in a charger for the bed rate where you don't use, right?
Hmm.
Remember, you did don't have your name tossed in the basket, you know? So food done been a cook with you, you know?
Food in the cook me way. Where's that
So
about?
I mean, remember as you sign in, you know, I mean, the name go back to everywhere, everybody, you know, who sheet need change, who bed need makeup, who need to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So your porridge had on your name, but don't line up, you know, just in case. So all that you got to pay back for the
But I,
convenience.
but I didn't eat it. So they should have factor in everything and say, Lord man. You understand? I feel like Jana Nisbet, she self should have said, Lord man, I can't do it. Cause look, you know, he trouble me, look, I got a trouble. And back to the hospital, right? Um, from the time when I was going back to get my dressing, there is some concerns in the heart. There is parts of the hospital where people know are going, who work in at the hospital. They know I'm going. Them man would send and watch out. Listen, me only say what me say. Them man would send what they consider to be non-essential stuff. I go ahead. We need the thing from the place. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Auntie, Auntie, let the St. Kitts Nevis Association in Florida and all these associations where they're abroad come together and do a fundraiser for the hospital wing. I think
Um,
that's a
you keep on mentioning hospital wing. I never see the premier gonna wing pan he grill. The premier ain't no wing man. You check it out. I need to start both steak, maybe drumstick or leg or something, and he gone done. But hospital wing, which part I go with hospital wing? I wrong part of flesh I want give the man. No wonder he not done. I go give the man relish what you want. Tell them next time them a do anything at the hospital, no make come in the shape and wing.
but
Make
remember
come
if
in the
you do
shape and leg.
remember I remember if you do eat the wing you can't get on finish you left back meat pan 'em. So up to now you can't get them done.
Uh,
Mm-mm. Poor wing.
That how come I be tell you it better if the Chinese and them do the wing. Cause you know Chinese good with wing. Who would do the wing better than the Chinese them? Chinese good with wing. We
Hey,
love
and when
wing.
you're going, but and when you're going the Chinese, when you're going the Chinese, you know want nothing with them wing, you know.
I mean tell you, everybody know Chinese good with wing. And what the premier had to do by the hospital wing yeah, kill me boy. Chinese them man Chinese oh, hospital wing? Me never see that wing. But me do good. Me do wing good. You get good wing. No, Jetty, me don't say all that there, no, Jetty. Oh, my mother, Jetty, how come you feel like me attack like a saw? Me don't sort out that there. And Jetty, remember I tell you, I have my video. So if them man want to tell me about the hospital, we will have an entertaining week. So I have ahead. Tell the relevant authorities Alan been attacked up in the sport the hospital. Let us be entertained. Um,
And we rolling.
what's me up? What's this man? Okay, okay, Jason. Have you heard of the new program where that man got to replace pop?
What your name
It's
again?
called Elevate, like the popcorn song. The man elevate. You check, man elevate and thing, you know.
So tell me something, right? Is it a Nevis is it a NIA structure plan?
No, this is federal. This higher than the premier boy.
Oh,
No,
okay.
watch out. This year everything like the popcorn song. Me I tell you, you know hear popcorn say you got to watch man and elevate. The premier watch man and elevate. You check. He go
And guess
try
what?
find out what the
And guess what? It come from a popcorn song, right? And what popcorn start with? Pop.
yeah. This year again too, right? This year adding some lyrics. The woman say that we have been more efficient in our running of the pop program, right? And Alan Brain tell him, "Are you find a way who save money?" That when anytime you hear the government say we efficient, they save money. So they want to big up for that part there. Javon, the hospital will be finished at the earliest next year. Right now, I feel like the hospital are race with the Olympics and based on what right now, the Olympics are going to beat them. Next year's the Olympics, and so. Yeah, yeah, we're racing with the
Easy so.
Olympics. Okay, Jason, it's time. It's time for the Mango Festival. Um, yeah, and we got to examine. We're gonna be examining the Mango Festival in every aspect. We're gonna be examining the Mango Festival in every aspect. Listen, Ray, I want to start off with the positives. Um, I think that
Uh,
you would have heard from persons how the marketing was exceptional. And I would say, every time I scroll down Facebook, I didn't see it on my other feeds as much, but certainly on Facebook, there was an investment in the Mango Festival. And the turnout was fantastic.
hey,
Go ahead.
marketing ain't mean shit if you ain't execute it.
listen, this is supposed to be the positive time, okay? So don't tell me about
Okay.
marketing, don't me. Yeah, this is the blow smoke up your ass time of the segment. So let's be nice first, okay? So I want, yeah. I do appreciate. Well, I had a question like you. I would have like to know because I don't feel like Julie Mango had an effect on anything, and I'm still critical of that, man. I feel like you're gonna give somebody with one hobby, got to be able to hold a mic and speak about mangoes or growing out the country. Somebody gonna be able to do it. You can't be like that. If if she could come from America and talk about mango in a place where she never been yet, you wanna tell me how they can talk about them and how they grow up there? I'll be like that. Yeah, you can't get it compete. Well, compute for Alan. Oh, Jetty, Jetty. Um,
Jetty.
look, no, Jason. I also, for the people that were able to get food, mainly the VIPs, big up the VIPs. You know the premier always look out for the IPs. Um, for the ain't shits like me, that's tough. It's tough sometimes. But for the VIPs, for the persons who were able to get the food, they appreciated the food. So that is also a positive. Okay, and they get a lot of people. Okay, now Jason. No. If you want to talk shit, I don't blame no smoke. You put talk shit if you want to talk shit.
Well, they basically, I know a couple weeks ago we were in a back and forth talking about, yo, the marketing was superb, the marketing was this. Yeah, but guess what? The Mango Festival keep every year. You understand me? Like, the word of mouth, the experience would quicker make it better, bigger and better, more than the marketing. But even if the marketing was so superb, I feel like the execution would have make it even better.
Well, I want to address particular parts of the execution because
Hmm.
let me tell you something, right? To say and me done say the marketing been good. It is disingenuous and bullshit to come out and just talk about the marketing for an event like this. And me only attack I am a funnel right now for the frustration of the people. Because I spoke to somebody who was there actually this week, so told me about their experience and how they end up and waste their money upon this thing. Now, understand this very clearly. If you sell me upon an idea, if you tell me, yo, Alan living up on the schools, phenomenal, fantastic, you could eat all this, and that, and we go up on the cruise, and we can't eat in the manner in which you said we could eat, there will be repercussions. It could be false advertising. Cause you know, give me what you say you gonna give me. You promise me a phenomenal event. Part of the frustration what people feel also. Tickets was available online. Y'all was selling tickets before. So you done had an idea what the numbers looking like. Plus you got something. Who say, well, bye? So how the ground gonna look on the day? How come this is like, well, this is the first time I see so much of people. And next thing, because by oh my god, I didn't know. Okay, so um, let me see. I feel like I'm about 10% Hispanic right now. Okay, so I recently discovered, ladies and gentlemen, that Puerto Rico is home of food festivals. So they know how to do the shits. When you keep a food festival, you know the one thing you can't run out of, under no circumstances, food. Even in a scenario where well by tough and people hard to get in and so, at least you could tell them, well, eat some extra food. But not when you run out of man. What you gonna do? Tell people, you know, every day I end up do, tell people come back next year. Come stop in a line of hours. Get in, can't get where you pay for. Don't worry. We're gonna do a post-mortem. We'll be back next year. Not we gonna refund you and none of them kind of things there. Check us back next year. Don't worry, the post-mortem what we never hear the results. Huh? But we gonna do the post-mortem. Trust me.
But I look at certain things because everybody looking for high expectations of certain people, although they're new and whatever, right? But if this is what if this is how you're gonna act, this is what you're gonna do now for your first time. Me ain't surprised if you do it a second time, especially if you disappear.
Well,
Because I feel like if you're the head of command and you hold certain responsibility, you're supposed to be able to face them, and that's the reason why you got that position. You check it out. So if certain things ain't work out in your favor, just just apologize, then bounce back again. You do better next year. Not just disappear from all platforms where nobody could reach you. Maybe turn off your phone or whatever. You know what I mean? So you're just setting a bad example because if you're supposed to be to the top, what you think the others them to the bottom gonna do?
um, you gotta be specific now. Who disappeared?
For social media.
Me say where. I didn't get to where. That's a who disappeared. Are you wanna keep on going there? I was building, but if you wanna go,
But
who
but
disappeared,
no,
Jason?
I was searching for a name on social media and I didn't see
Uh
it. I
huh.
have to look, I see you pop up a name, like the name pop back up because I was like, yo, that's strange.
And who
So
was that?
my good friend Fan.
Oh, you're talking about the director of marketing at the tourism department.
Mm-hmm. Is he back on social media?
He has returned.
Okay.
He has returned. He had an eventful he had an eventful week, and I made everyone to come to Barnsgard for Breadfruit Fest on the Saturday, 22nd July. Miss Greenaway, that sounds lovely. Yes, that sounds fantastic. So yes, I would also encourage people. And Barnsgard is one of the like up the ain't hot. The people and them friendly. Yeah, you know what I'm
And
saying?
breadfruit is an next product where we need to capitalize on because even during politics time people are paint breadfruit orange and are kind of political color. So that means we got breadfruit in abundance.
Pink Bedford Orange. Y'all are savages for doing that. Whoever did
The
that.
fact that you could go on a tree and paint a product that you could eat a color, that means you're gonna be in abundance.
Mm. Anyway, I not even deal with all the technical difficulties. But anyway, the disappearance, the mysterious disappearance from social media. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you all were paying attention to what took place last week, but we lost Mr. Jones for some time. Um, I I recently saw a new friend request. I don't know what's taking place. I hope all is well. But Mr. Jones mysteriously disappeared, and I was shocked because I mean this is your first event. It's very important. I mean, I made us even tune in for press conferences. So you know me, look at the event to see what is taking place. And he is also an effective user of social media as well. He knows how to use the social media. A family man, you know, I mean, good at marketing, whether it was the bank or tourism, did good at least in that aspect with regards to this event. But I just find it strange that he just disappeared. And a very important week. I don't even know if he has even posted anything about the event. Um, but he's back with us at this moment. Um, uh,
After the Bedford Festival will be the Donkey Festival.
yeah, as I said, I even forget this. Happy birthday, Mr. Herbert, Mr. Michael Herbert. You know, I hope you're doing well. CCMPRO, you know, our partner, regardless. You know what I'm saying? I hope you are well, sir. Hope you have been, I hope, yeah. I hope you are being entertained at this moment in time by somebody lovely, lovely indeed.
You call it, gonna pass on the message.
Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, I just hope Mr. Jones is well. I hope that everything is back to normal, settled, and I hope you have a good cultural hour. It's important for you, like as me I said, for you to be the head of marketing. You left the bank to do this. You were moved. You understand? You get in and you don't do this, and this is your first event, and then to just disappear from social media and then to get back. You know, it's a tough look, sir. I don't know if that has been addressed. I don't know if that is gonna be part of the post-mortem that is taking place. Listen, right? Even guys, I was vibes in the premiere today, and I realized like he put out there was a statement from the Mango Festival people, and there was like we had some technical difficulties which detracted from the quality of the event, which mean by too much people come out and been ready, and it was
But
tough.
the fact,
Obviously, people deal.
but the fact that you move it to a bigger venue, your expectations supposed to be even higher.
J- Jason, it's not just that you move it to a bigger venue. You've been at the pre-sales. You done got idea of how much people you're facing. I want to mention also, one of the technical difficulties that I was made aware of is, Mr. Premier, you're not gonna be able to be so cheap with the thing next year. You understand? We need We need music festival shoe investment in the Mango Festival. You understand? We need your music festival shoe budget. We need that for the people who catering because them man I say that the money will be your give. How you gonna expect them to support these amount of people with the budget will be your give? No, ain't gonna work out. You understand? So as I'm telling you, remember I gave you a big up, but and you know I realized too, Mr. Premier, and you're gonna go done with this shit too. You're gonna can't wear the good shoes and them and sink it, and then just be wearing the canvas and them in a Nevis all over the place. So what? Nevis only could get canvas. Nevis could get canvas, but Sinkis could get Louboutins and Gucci. What we doing? No, yeah. Nevis wants some Gucci treatment too. You understand? So next year for the Mango Festival, don't just sink it, sexy it up. Next year, you sing this the canvas and give Nevis the Gucci and the Christian Dior's. You understand? That we get little wives too. Oh yes, yes. Well, and you see, Chef, I am on show. I would imagine that because one of the goals of the NIA was to put an amphitheater to ensure that there will be an amphitheater. I would have to believe that there was a screen and there was videos of the Mango Fest and all these other things. I would have to believe so. I would have to believe so.
But
So
Alan, someone said to right, remember the Gucci King or the Converse King. Normally could keep a certain niche, you know what I mean? Keep it on a minimal. You check it out, not a maximum. Like for instance, you gotta remember private jets. You know what I mean? When you think about private jets, minimum 6 people. You know what I mean? Six people come in and spend $10 million. You know, it's just a niche.
yeah, well, all what I say is the Nevis niche. Everyone in the Nevis niche got the same budget, but the singles niche got. Watch it, you know how the premier attack. He even got a story, where he said that the dialogue remains open about getting the fair share, right? So he want the fair share, the Mango Fest, the people who creating the food, they want the fair share too. You understand? Not the canvas budget, the Christian budget, not the Hubler budget, the Rolex budget. You feel me? Real things. Yeah. And then also know, because we're not even getting into this, but listen, I thought them man was gonna take the easy option car. I really and truly would have trust security. I would actually the police and the man at the bus. I would my thing would have been, listen, because of the crime, we had to make sure that this and he slow down the thing. That would have been my bullshit what I would have gone with it, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
But them man vibes was just, well, we had a logistics problem. Them you know what logistics problem be? People been a stand up in a line for 2 and 3 hours. That our logistics problem mean. You know what logistics problem mean? People had ticket and not gonna afford the ticket, can't afford them. Watch out. You know what I mean up here? You know what I done too? What I done? What I done? You know what I end up started done down on the beach too? What I just done? You see what is taking place, but it's cartoon things we're dealing with him. And
What do you mean water
Mr.
done?
There was not agua. Since you want me get Hispanic pan you, no agua, no de agua, no de agua, senor. No, no agua, none.
I tell you, it was catered for a niche. Minimum
You,
6 people have a jet.
well, listen. One thing I would want to believe the VIPs always had water. They would always had water, but me not really understand. Something go
Hey,
clearly.
I know, I,
Cle-
I know. Who had the VIP sobers again?
I'm not even sure. I didn't see any pictures of the bar specifically. Hey, let me tell you one thing, Normally, when you see these events, 'cause I get a new way to tell when an event ain't go. Maybe as well as you wanted it to go. Me ain't see a lot of pictures with the premiere. Normally people are like, and he's like, let me take a picture. Mm. All when he put out the post saying sorry only to people like it. This man got 10,000 followers. Uh, and out of the 10,337, 10,335 see that there and say, not fucking me and you with that then? You better move with that chubby this day. Two of them like him. And if you look on the post, maybe he one of them because he would like you ownership. He's a man like that. So that one thing, you could no. That one there was tough. And he put the extra spotlight now on the food for you. The money got to come out. I'm telling you, that one they gonna can't be bad neither.
And take the credit for
Eh,
the food fair. All the people got buy their own boat and provide their own food.
um, it, here what I'm telling you, food can't done again. It is not possible for food to done again, my boy. In a possible water done again neither. It
Food fair
can't.
gonna have VIP.
Everything is gonna have a VIP.
What a niche.
Mm-hmm.
6 people in a jet.
But they got money. But they got
Yeah.
money.
Gas station by the airport. You could come and fill up.
Um, bye. Um, this one here, right? I was listening to a story, and it made me realize just how coward the Premier be. You understand?
Hmm.
And I wouldn't necessarily say that he being coward is stupid, but he just coward. He just coward. It is what it is. I couldn't even believe. So I'm listening to this man, and he said in 1997, Apple, which is the big company now, everybody got Apple shit. Apple was going at like 2 or 3 cents a share. So Apple was getting bankrupt. You check it out. Apple and Microsoft got beef. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs can't see eye to eye. You know, Bill Gates come in and give them an $100 million. Will let the company go on. And part of Bill Gates thing is in life it is unfair to look at this thing as in order for Microsoft to win, Apple got to lose. The thing of it is, if Apple innovate, Apple might well push us to be a better company, which is really what end up happening when you look at what happened in our life. Now, you might say, but Alan, you hear the story there. How you could hear the story then put the premiere of the story and now call him man coward? Well, the moral of the story was Bill Gates could have very well stopped there and let it thing dead. And Microsoft could have very well stopped there and capitalized. But they would not have had no push. They might have stopped there and funk. Cause the number one competitor. Really and truly, people where you could use, cause really and truly in life, you're supposed to use your enemies. A lot of people don't really know what you're supposed to use them. Even people who you ain't see eye to eye with, they are important. How me get into the premier being covered now is you ask the premier, Mr. Premier, you think that there should be debates for politics?
Pussy.
I feel like conventionally it could be a good thing, Alan. But you know what? Why would I share my platform with other people who don't have any followers? How would I do that? The same man who won't come and tell you we need a strong democracy, strong practicing democracy. I believe in that. It's what the Constitution tells me. So this is how I gonna end up and come and realize. Can you go see what real man does doing? When you ain't afraid competition, you welcome all comers. Who care about the stage? And me go smoke them anyway? Why you tell me I gotta put me up on stage or really get to perform? How me just perform and get to do my thing? And you know how the cowardness is highlighted because he gonna come back to you and tell you, bye, we got the chance to work hard. And the right thing to do for the chance to work hard would be, be for your share. That's the right thing to do. That would be right. But when it come to this another thing, bye, it would be right. But Miss Spotlight, cause Mr. Premier, you're a coward and you just said it. How you don't believe in a strong democracy and ain't doing everything in your power? Oga office at the opposition. Because you're a coward. These are the things, Miji. And this is why you're gonna get up all the time. Ignore the noise. Something is happening. You check it out. Yeah. But I watching your vibes. I may see some people. These people dangerous, Mr. Premier. When them quiet. You ain't gonna worry about me. Cause me tell you this can't wait be a do. I just gotta wait till Tuesday nights at 9. Topics. And we was on time this week. You not gonna worry about me. You know my shits. But missy some in your squad very quiet. And I be seeing Missy Mango Fest things we may not even talk about. Big up Mr. Jones. Again. Hope you're doing well. But Jason, as I said, is he just trigger me.
Man,
Because
Marlene, man, you just take the words right out my mouth.
he don't realize, but Jason, me I watch some things today now. Me I say, boy, I wonder if he see what me I see.
The
Think that
donkeys are becoming horns.
I got two more things Two more small things, and then I feel like we kind of wrap this up. It appears to me that we have a problem in Nevis with contracts. This is just a small money conversation. Some I might not even want to hear this, but I feel like it matters. I feel
Okay.
like I feel like people are not utilizing contracts enough in St. Kitts and Nevis. And I feel like the reason why people are not utilizing contracts enough in St. Kitts and Nevis is because they don't have any confidence in the system. Me feel like people feel like even if me got a contract, even if I got a good case, I still don't got to wait 2 years or even get me money or anything happen. Understand? It is all kind of hurdles. I got to got a good case. I got to do this. I got to, and then I still got to wait this long set of time. I feel like that they are funk business. I would implore the higher heads. This is a higher heads conversation. I might not care about this. This is like the bills that were read in Parliament by the NIA. What got to do with farming foreign corporations. You don't benefit what this is the part where the politicians need to hear. Right here, so we need to be able to enforce contract in a better way, in a quicker way, in order to ease business, in order to encourage business. People like contracts supposed to be easily well. I mean, right now they are easily accessible, but people need to also feel like, bye, if Alan do me something, I could carry him court next week and give me money. And when days are harder, he got to pay me within 30 days, X amount of days, whatever he need to get these kind of things so that people could feel more confident. I feel like it's destroying our ability to do business. I'm hearing too much bullshit about contracts. The next thing is, and this is especially for the premier, Mr. Premier, you have to find a way for us to get correspondent banking. If you find a way to get for us to get correspondent banking, even if it's for one bank, and for those who do not understand what correspondent banking is, domestic banks need relationships with foreign banks so that when we want to buy US, even when we want to like wire money, it goes through the Swift network and all them kind of things. So if you have a relationship with a foreign bank, it makes your banking so much better. And then not only that, you might also be get access to better technologies. You might just improve your banking system. People laugh after Abi banking, Mr. Premier. You need to get on that. If you this thing is so important. If you get on this thing, I am going to come here and give you praises for 1 hour and tell people how important and how amazing you are for,
Best
for
premier ever.
getting boy 5 more years in makeup in my makeup voice and all anything that you gonna get Mr. Premier. If you could get this correspondent banking thing started out. Whoever could get this thing started out. People laugh after me. They don't care. I, I be banking our products in general have to be improved. We need at least 124-hour bank though. If we really want to maximize these LLCs and all this kind of thing, we need at least 124-hour bank. But um, those are my small observations. I'm supposed to be eating dry aged steak tomorrow, Jason. You ever eat dry aged steak?
No, but I'm supposed to try some tomorrow.
Oh, well, let me let you know what this is. When a man get his steak, right? they don't freeze it or nothing. Them man
Mm-hmm.
just get it there for 30 days. And then them man cut off the old part, season up the rest, and
Yeah.
dry age steak. They want to see what I know.
Yo, I eat
Yeah,
a lot of steaks, you know.
yeah, GG. And listen, man, uh, one of the things, like, the government, me only could tell them what need to happen, how they need to happen, so that way, they might gonna consult somebody else. I proud of people, but me only tell I what people are laugh after, for real, for real. And the banking thing, it gon' the banking thing really and truly coming into the same them LLC acts and needs business corporation ordinances, them type of things there, yeah. There's some give and take we're gonna have to do. But we go get the corresponding banking side there. Yeah, that's all I have. You have anything else, Jason? We gonna get off your chest?
Um, um, I just been what been going on, boy? I've been gonna mention something about the geothermal.
Boy, you don't got enough time to mention whether you have a geothermal. Oh, God, that ain't no
Yeah,
time so.
I know there were bids and all that type of stuff. So what's the update on the bids?
Um, we, by I think the last thing me hear was that they come down three of them make a bid. Minute thing. I don't recall hearing that one in particular was selected on.
Well, really and truly, right? I know that's basically smoke up my ass, eh?
Mm.
Sometimes you gotta just rub it to reality and let them know, yo, remember this? Man, me not talk about geothermal, no, no. So let me just keep on mentioning it. Yeah, we all established the hospital. The hospital done right in front of Harvey Eye. You know what I mean? But remember geothermal pan and boat come since 2017, eh?
You only got to walk up the road. We'll see if you done. It, okay, okay. I could tell you. I could tell you. The couple of the things were going on with the geothermal thing, right? From what I know with this geothermal thing, he gonna got some. He gonna got Cause from what could recall, I don't walk and been in this area, and he got two houses in there. I don't imagine those people are gonna be staying in there. And if those people are not gonna be staying in there, it would be reasonable for me to guess until me see them to move out in there. No geothermal ever happen, boy. And the last me check them, they still down in the spot.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. So Mr. Premier, if you want me believe, just clean up down there again. This wouldn't be the first time I clean up down there and let bush go back. So all I want to clean up down there again. Make me
For sure.
feel like something
Yeah.
happened. Last update that they had to change from multiple. Oh yeah. That was exactly. They had to change from. Yo, even when them I'm gonna describe the bidding process, that was asked to, cause them man telling you in the bidding process, they might try to get bids from different people, different companies who do different things. So one gonna come in and do this, next one gonna come in and do this, next one gonna come in and do this. Rather than just say, well, okay, all right, they don't get one, and you walk out, whoever gonna do whatever and I need it. So them had to
But
go through, the ass and then say, what?
but to me, how most people would operate, like for instance, like Four Season would hire one company after the company would just subcontract.
Exactly. But listen, them are almost like a jaw this thing like they don't want to do it. how come them man can't just do something and just like smooth? We
Mm,
accepting bids now. Boom. End of the bidding process. We went through the right process from the start. They can't even go to the right process from the start. They got to
true.
go to the process and say bye. That been the wrong process I've been went through. But I glad at least that ain't like the hospital. Cause I remember with the hospital, the man don't start to build up and then call in Paho and Paho tell them, why be this every boy? And condo? Now hospital I tell her be your bill. Carry everybody in the hospital, man. Not the condo. I don't want to see the condo. Carry
Yeah,
everybody in the hospital.
yeah. But that's just me, you know what I mean? Like, everything is so accessible now. You just give one person the work and let them do what they want with it. As long as you know the job done, you give them a time frame. That's about it.
Yeah.
So
And not only a time frame. Cause remember they say B take the money and went along with it and um Tim signed the contract and they ain't do nothing. So hopefully that the contract what they do this time is a better contract, an
yeah.
enforceable contract, so that they could get everything sorted in a quicker time.
Hmm.
Even the government of itself is an example of what me I tell you about contracts now working in the country. If the government has said these people thief millions of dollars from them, ain't supposed to be a take this long or get back all the money. Them man need to look at the justice system right now. The other day me and Max out this thing, right? When you look on the amount of um cases, family cases right now, how you not got a family court? Just by yourself in a St. Kitts and Nevis. Up to now.
But
These things need
beat
to be
gun,
looked at.
but here beat gun get you under the bus and use an excuse to slop the hospital. So they're gonna say they use the money for bead.
Right? They could show whoever under the bus and know one thing. About going take yourself out of any higher chupiness. Holy o'clock.
Uh,
Mango Fest is not a cultural event. No, tourism. That's under the Ministry of Tourism. Let me tell you something. Abo, that was fantastic work. You don't let them man catch you in a den kind of chupiness there.
damage control.
And you know what I like about it too? Abo take care of his minister too. Abo let them man know, no, that's Mr. Brantley. That's a tourism. That's a tourism decision. That's not the culture. Take me out.
Hmm.
Not because I see me in the background in a picture. It was only a picture. Well done, Abo.
Yeah, boss.
You wise. But just
Anyways,
yeah, just being to tell you with that, I could say good night. With all the
yeah, with
incomplete
that,
project, he started non-fishing. Now he's standing on the last leg. I really think he can bring. No, 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 sir.
anyways, it was a pleasure, guys. You know what I mean? And check us out next week. You don't know your constructive criticism matters. So yeah, tell a politician, tell a friend.
Yeah,
We
I
out.
might go. I might go live. There is sports. I'm supposed to see my father tomorrow.
All
Because
right,
now run. Because now run. So I might go live. I might see me tomorrow.
all right, then.
In,
And
in,
we
in, in, in Canvas.
and we out.
Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead.